Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bigger Than Race, exposure to all things truth, whether you like it or not, with unique perspectives from different beings from all walks of life. This is Bigger Than Race. Investigate truth on your own terms.
Yeah, I know some more people are going to trickle on in, but I just want you to, I want to know if you see what I see currently going on. A lot of narratives are being shifted. Oh, now everything that's happening in the macro world is going to be good for crypto. Everybody's changing their tune. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody sees that there can be positive shift in crypto. When we already know that's where everything is headed. So we are right on target, right on plan. I see nothing but a glorious turn of events. And a lot of people are going to miss the opportunity. They're going to miss those events because people are sheeple. So, you know, we don't have as much time as we think. There's a lot of great assets that are out. I mean, I'm in so much awe on these prices. I'm discovering assets I was looking at. I was like, man, I want to get into it, but it's too damn high. And the price that I'm looking at now, I'm like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said before, this is a big reset in a way for those who are fortunate enough to see this opportunity and take advantage of it in the best way possible. They're going to be the winners in the short term, mid-term, and long term. And, you know, I can't stress enough that, you know, how you feel, how you see things, despite what is actually shown in front of you, is important in altering what you do see in front of you in the future. You know, so just stay in control of your emotions and, you know, stay the course, because that is ultimately what is going to keep us in the game. Consistency, when you don't feel like doing something or you don't feel good, will ultimately work in your favor, you know. So all we got to do, man, is just keep doing what we're doing. I'm looking at Casper Labs. I know people pointed it out to me before. I've seen it on my own as well, but I think it's a good investment, you know, especially at the price and what they're providing, you know. Some of you might hold it already, I don't know. But Casper Labs looks like a beast. But I just want you to pay attention to how these people shift narratives. And this is why I'm very, you know, cautious on the type of information I put out there. I don't like to talk just to be talking. You know, everything has to mean something. And, you know, these YouTubers, they shift their narrative so many times because they don't know, you know. They don't know themselves, and they're causing confusion at the same time. But I think we're getting ready to make a lot of money. You know, if you took advantage of certain opportunities, especially passive income opportunities in the gaming world. We have not seen what the paradigm shift looked like. We haven't seen what the paradigm shift looked like in regards to the music and bringing music to another level in the gaming world. Because that's what Gala is also taking to another level. They're going to enhance the music within gaming, and all the time that them games are going to be playing, the music is also playing. You know what that sound is? Ching ching! So it's not what we think. I think it's going to be a lot bigger than we think, but on another level, adding value in other areas where it was once lacking. And they spoke about this in some of their AMAs. Some of you probably heard of it. But, you know, that's where they're also going to make a major impact. So we got a lot of money coming towards us. I want you to understand that. And Meta Wars, I put Meta Wars out there. I also put DeFi, put a lot of great passive opportunities. I'm sure if we've been buying up these Gala lands and different things that bring you value. Remember, also in the future, we're going to be able to rent these things out, and there's going to be mechanisms and protocols that's going to bring true value to NFTs. Protocol, the new technology that's going to take the NFTs to the next level. That's where I'm at right now. I'm buying up those types of assets. When everybody's over here, I'm way off in the deep end in a whole nother area, because I have to we got to build up our portfolios for where the future is headed. This infrastructure. Remember, a lot of these infrastructure plays, there's companies out here that are huge that you don't even know exist. I was just on a call the other day with one. They work with some of the biggest companies in blockchain, but you'll never know about them. They just basically are the infrastructure technology. Bring more security, to help things run more smoothly with no down periods and things of that nature. So we need to be thinking 10 steps ahead at all the time. This is a constant evolvement on a day-to-day basis in this industry. I mean, constantly. And all we can do is what we can do, but collectively we can do a whole lot. So just watch out for these actors, man. These bad actors, they crazy. I just left the dentist, and I said, man, I gotta talk to these people because it's just funny how the narrative shifts, and I think they cause confusion, because they say one thing this day, another that day, this day that, another that. It's confusion, So keep your eyes open. Stay the course, because it's around the corner. Trust me, sooner than you think. And I put that video out, which was an archive video. It's funny how synchronicities align. I forgot I even posted that same video sooner than you think today, with another message of what that means, and then me talking to you right now. I really believe something spectacular is going to happen. And I got rid of that Omari actor. Too many people were coming to me complaining about him. And I've noticed the energy, and I can't have that. We cannot have that in this community. You can see how one spoiled apple can spoil a bunch. Or one rotten apple will spoil a bunch. Whatever the hell you want to... whatever the saying is. But, yeah, we just can't tolerate that. He seems to be disgruntled.
No, yeah. Cancer spreads.
Say it again?
The cancer spreads.
Exactly. He seems to be disgruntled. Maybe he lost some money. A lot of times people are disgruntled because they start to do, their own things, and, they get mad and angry at everybody. So I don't know exactly what the issue is. He's somebody I did help earlier on to buy cryptos for, here and there. And he just popped out of nowhere and started causing havoc. So yeah, I'm sure you guys.
Yeah, man, I love Wizardry, and I know he wasn't trying to get tough with no one, man. His heart was being shown yesterday. So
Oh, he's on the call right now. What's up, Rich?
Love you, bro.
I'm good, bro. I'm just chilling, man. I be trying to miss you guys. I've been working this Amazon job from home. They got me in training for like 5 weeks, and I've just been reading information. It's kind of weird too, but I'm gonna explain that to y'all later, though. As soon as I finish all of this, though. But I'm actually working in so I'm in the IC department, which is the International Consumers Department, where they do international consumer payments. And when I interviewed, because like getting into Amazon is boy, this is what I got in, right? So, and I'm blessed to get in, but they ceiling is crazy high in terms of how they interview. So basically, how they look at candidates that come into Amazon, you have to look at you as 50% better than the rest. But back to the actual the team I'm in, which is crazy because when I first interviewed, I asked one of the interviewers about the consumer payments, and he was like, well, basically, if you look at when you go make a payment or you use a different credit card for Amazon, it generally populates what card you want to use. So that's the actual team I'm on in terms of recruiting for software developers. So, but one of the interesting things that they're doing too, especially we're talking about cashless society, right, is developing more of those Amazon goals. But that's it in a nutshell, though. But I appreciate it, Brando. That dude, I came in yesterday just on some, we know how we do. We share information. Depends on what it is, right? And I just thought it was interesting that they had I'm still in New York City, and I'm like, bro, they have I'm like, where they come up with this one? That management system, and it was like they had a whole video in terms of what to do in the event of a nuclear or dirty bomb, and I was like, this shit sounds a little weird, right? And it just came out of nowhere. So, and that guy, whoever he was just, I don't know. I was going to talk to you later about it, but yeah, man, man. I guess it's, that's just what it is, man. Because we don't do business like that. You know what I mean? I'm not in here that much as I used to be, but I'm watching everything. You know what I mean? And I had family members that died in 9/11, and I was like, "Dude, you being a sucker, bro." You know what I'm saying? No matter. Yeah, man. But it's all good though.
Yeah, dude. One of the things that I noticed with everybody and everything that they bring to the group, nobody's in there saying, "Hey, this is what's going to happen." No, you're wrong, bro. This is what's going to happen. We're all here trying to learn and put everything that we can into to the buffet. And hey, everyone take a scoop of whatever tastes good. Man, I felt it. I seen it. I love you, bro.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Like I said, I posted it because, it's not so much about what they're going to do. It just probably may be a form of communication amongst people that are aware. You know what I mean? So, because we waiting for the main event to happen. That's going to push everybody back in there. So these asses can start to show and prove. And I'm still trying to get out of New York City for simple reasons. And I'm just being honest. So suppose that actually maybe it might be light, right? And we know we got CGI, we got technology that'll push people into fearing, right? The pandemic, and then fearing. But here's the thing: New York City is surrounded by bodies of water. There is no way out of New York City. I don't care where you live. If you live in Brooklyn, if you live in Manhattan, you have to go over a body of water no matter where it's at. I live in Staten Island. I got to go to Jersey. If you live in Long Island and Queens, there's nowhere else to go. You have to come out of Long Island. You have to come into Queens, and you can double out and to get to Manhattan. There's no way to get out of New York City. And these are things that I've always looked at in my entire life. Like, bro, you would need a boat. If you have a boat, then you can make a mass exit really quickly. But if you had to depend on it, right? Suppose they start shutting down bridges. Like, what do you do then? So, these are things that, I'm just kind of aware of. But, that was it, though, man. I'm glad I got the opportunity to get on the phone with you guys, man. But, yeah, that's it, though, man.
Yes, sir. Everything happens for a reason. We do know what something's going to happen. We don't know exactly what. And whatever it is that does happen, ultimately it's going to force the entire world where we're sitting. Everybody got to come in this direction. Whether they believe it or not, whether they see it or not. And 9 times out of 10, nobody's gonna see it because this stuff is gonna be happening right in front of their eyes, and they won't even see it. So, all we gotta do is, like I said before, is keep focusing on what we gotta focus on in our own race, our own worlds, and just make the best of everything that we have right now, and just be thankful, because that's what's going to bring us where we're going, and that's what's going to keep us grounded and giving that gratitude, because things happen a lot faster when you have more gratitude. I try to be positive as much as possible, to the point people might be thinking, they might think I'm fake. Oh, he's always happy. Every time you talk to him, he's always blessed. Like, I just, I've embodied that. I've worked at that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that has altered my reality, You have to feel good on the inside, which ultimately brings you feel good things on your frequency, in your vibration. And anything that challenges that, or, causes, dysfunction, you got to get rid of it. I don't care who it is, how close they are to you, what the circumstance, you got to get rid of it. Because, like you just said, you got to get rid of the cancer or it grows. So get rid of the cancers. Now is the time to be, looking at your portfolios, reshifting. I know a lot of you guys are doing it, but I just got to keep reiterating. And, just focus, man, because I'm telling you, gaming is going to be huge. Huge. In ways we can't conceive. But please believe, Animoca is not moving the way they're moving for no reason. Okay? So, I just can't even express, man, like, just knowing the future that we have before us is going to be bright as hell. And I know, you look around and a lot of people are going through it, even though they may not look like they're going through it. A lot of people are going through it. And people are going to be going through it even more, because what's going to happen is you're going to have a lot of people that are going to push back on the new changes. They're going to fight it. They're going to be mad that they could have gotten into these opportunities. Because please believe, many people, millions of people have come across crypto. They've gotten the opportunity to hear about it, but they shut it off like all sheep will do. They run from the truth and love the faith. And remember the crypto. But everything is planned out, and we just have to be on a different playing field and frequency than everybody else. And it's sad that some people that we would want to be there just can't be there. What you see, other people don't see, and I have to come to grips with that myself, because I get kind of frustrated sometimes. Like, man, people do they see what I'm seeing? I mean, are they getting it? Or, you know what I mean? And I wrestle with myself sometimes, because I want as many people to get to the finish line in regards to freedom as possible. And, we don't never know how many of that is going to be, but generationally, it can spawn off to be, it can touch millions of people. So that's why it's always good to reach out to people. If your spirit, you walk by somebody and your spirit says give them $5, give them $5. Don't avoid that natural impulse, because I know a lot of us have it. We'll see somebody and we'll get the inclination to give them something or to do something, If you get that inclination, do it. You don't got to tell nobody you did it. Just do it, Because you never know what that one act of kindness could do for somebody.
Hey, Brandon, I wanted to let the group know too. My lady, we're in the same industry, so and she works for another company, right, called PATH, and PATH is about mental um, health. It's a mental health company. The CEO started this company because of he had 5 friends that committed suicide, right, for mental health issues. And what PATH does is PATH allows you to pair yourself with someone who you can identify with. So, say if you're a male and you wanted a female, or you wanted maybe you might wanted a Lithuanian male, to walk you down your path. You could choose these resources are out there for you. So no matter whatever race, gender that you want a fat, tall, um, a therapist, that they'll align you with these. And the cool thing about PATH is they allow you to use your own insurance, right? And I'm just gonna tell you guys real quick what states they in, and I'll send a link. So they're in Georgia, California, New York, Illinois, Florida, North Carolina, Ohio, Texas, and Virginia. This is a small company, but they're growing tremendously. My lady, when she started, they gave her RSUs. If you guys know what RSUs are, they stock options. Company is not public yet, but it's growing tremendously. So, and I know that this is going to be ultimately. Sorry, guys, my kid is home from school, but that is ultimately going to be huge, especially in an event that something does happen and we're back inside the house again. People are going to be using these services, probably rapidly. So. I'll send a link to you guys. I know mental health awareness is really good, especially I'm African American, so these things are not talked about as much in my community. But I'll definitely guys send you the link, and just remember you can use your own insurance, so you don't have to pay out of pocket for these services.
Absolutely, bro. Appreciate that. You can also send me something on it so that you can post it in the picture.
Yeah, or I'll just send it to you directly, and then you take a look at it, and she'll send me the link, and then I'll send it to you, and then you can take a look at it. But I would have liked her to talk about it a little bit more, but maybe that might be another thing, because a lot of things also kind of revolve around mental health, especially people losing money, man. They start to do crazy things. But yeah, these services does exist, and I'm kind of happy that she does work there. Oh, you can pay copay as well.
If you have insurance, it's like most insurances.
Okay, perfect. They sell most insurances, so yeah. But I'll definitely send you the link so you can put it out there for the team, and if they're in these states, they can take advantage of these services.
Absolutely. So, as he just mentioned, though, if we notice the first lockdown, a lot of things that emerged out of that, telehealth and all that, virtual communication. I already seen things that you can be a doctor doing surgery in India, the patient can be in the U.S. in front of the robot. The robot's doing the surgery. These things were already birthed to show us where we're going, and people can't even see it, And I don't know what's gonna happen, man, how it's gonna play out, but I can just assure, I just know that it's gonna be a movie, man. It's gonna be a movie, and I can promise you this: if you stay the course and you are in the right assets, there's no way that you will not benefit from this shit. What was it? Yo, we did some math yesterday. I was talking to Jensen, and a lot of money is going to be made if you just do the math in regards to, okay, what's your portfolio, what's the highest point you saw your portfolio at, and if you do a prediction of keep it light, 200 trillion, because there's going to be a lot of money that's going to pour in. 3 trillion was nothing. So you do the math of like 200 trillion and just see how much money it's gonna be mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. You've got to feed that vision. Feed it. Feed it with the possibilities. Like, there's no way you cannot be positive when you know you're right. There's no way you can find some kind of joy. Damn. Can you guys hear me or am I going out?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
You know what I'm saying? There's no way that you got to find something. I mean, because listen, this shit is about to change the world on a major level. And we're gonna start being blessed because a lot of things start going live this year. And you know, I'm waiting for this Gala Music Node shit, which is gonna be taken off this year. I want to see what they do with this film stuff. You know what I mean? I want to see this money to work on all levels. And these nodes, these are some good ones that we got into. You know, people, I got messages asking me, oh, why do you see the benefit of having strong nodes, knowing that it's paying you less, and it only lasts for a certain time. It lasts about 9 months. Because if I see the future, I see the stronger price, the stronger on a 2.0 version of what strong would have. We may not be able to see that now, but I see it in the future because it's been confirmed by the research that I've done and see who else is backing strong. We don't know exactly the power or what stronger is really doing. What do they really have up their sleeves? I think it's bigger than what we think. But I think if you're smart enough to still participate and understand that you can still play this out right, I mean, like, it's a no-brainer. Even if the price goes up to $50, right, in the short term, I know within 9 months' time that price is going to be a whole lot different than where it's at now. And I'm going to be making buku money off of it. Regardless if I'm making less on entangled nodes or not. You guys were making money. You seen the power of strong. You seen how much money y'all were making. We come on. This is just the beginning. They had to change all of their stuff up. You know, they had to. I mean, it's a whole game across the whole industry. It's an entire big reset across the industry. They were in on it. It's just, we may not be privy to certain information, but I think we're over here. We're privy to a lot more information than everybody else. So we got to just use what we have to our benefit and continue to pour into our assets. And I mean, spiritually, financially. I mean, you should not, if you're making money and you can afford it, you should be buying these cryptos. Point blank, period. Anyways, that's enough for me ranting.
Hey, quick question, brother. Anything about the Marion node?
We're still waiting. No news yet. I'm trying to get to this 15 level 15,
okay,
but this shit hard.
And then Pop.
Pop has, they said they migrated some of our tokens over. You're supposed to unstake your node, and some tokens are on the Binance chain right now. That's as far as I know as of now.
Did you? I'm pretty sure you unstaked it. Did you move? Did you move over to the Binance, or did you not?
Yeah, some of the tokens are there. I don't believe there was a bridge yet because I asked for the bridge to get the unstaked assets and nothing yet. But that was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, and last thing, I guess, because I've been trying to do my due diligence. I'm a little bit back because the training is winding down, and I could, get back. I could get really into the crypto shit. But anything, information on Thor, I've been trying to.
On Thor?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, Thor's just, still doing what they do. The nodes are still doing it, I mean, other than that, they got the game, I've just been watching and just making sure I'm making all intent for when things take a positive direction.
And I'm gonna hit you up too, because I'm gonna hit you up real quick. I'm sorry to cut you. I'm gonna hit you up privately because I need to get some things back in perspective. So definitely, I'm gonna hit you up as soon as you open up the floor again.
I already did. You can check your messages.
Thanks.
I got a question about the thought. Just a little piggyback. Brandos Orville, hello BTL family.
Yes, sir.
Just the question is, I'm having issues. Good. This is my second month with my rewards. I got a little issues with my rewards. It disappears, and they tell me my last email that I sent back, they refer to it as the migration issue. And I'm like, yo, what do you mean migration issue? Because I got to pay the fees. The fees is, I pay monthly fees, and I'm still not getting my rewards. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing that, or is that something that it's me going through? Yeah.
Yeah, let me ask you this. Are you making sure that your MetaMask is on the Avalanche blockchain?
Yeah, absolutely.
What I would do too is use a different browser. So if you're using Google Chrome, use Firefox.
Okay.
So try those different things. Because sometimes that does happen, or you might also need to refresh or erase your what do they call it? A capture or some shit?
I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure, man. Because, what happened is I paid it and it went through. Everything is good. The reward shows up. Like, the first 2 days. And then I go back and check and it's like, you got to pay your renewal fee. I'm like, I just paid a renewal fee. So I'm kind of baffled by that. So I had to send an email all last month. They took away my rewards. And I kind of mentioned it to you when we had the private call. And I took care of that. And they did the same thing again.
Well, just show them when you contact them, your proof is everything that's on chain. So what I would do is go to the Avalanche. I think it's Snow Tracer or something. I
did the Snow Tracer with them.
Okay, so you can prove everything, but I would also attempt to use a different browser because I know sometimes that can cause issues.
Okay.
But I mean, you have all the proof, so it should be rectified. These projects, they rectify things pretty reasonably, as long as they're not on the shady shit.
I feel you on that.
But I think you should be good, man. I would just try that.
All right, I'll try that.
Because there's nothing I can really do other than tell you what I did, which was use a different browser, erase the CAPTCHA, whatever the cookies.
Yeah.
And everything started to work.
Yeah, I just checking to see if anybody's going through that with me. You know what I mean? Because I think it's isolated, but I'm like, damn, it's the second time I went down. So I'm like, yo, let's voice it out there. All right, so I'll follow through with that. Keep on with my emails and pay my dues as usual.
Yes, sir.
All right, bless.
Hey, what up? It's Jay. I just wanted to just put some quick info out there. I think I read like maybe last week that Thor Nodes wasn't going through with that game that they were trying to develop. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll dig up the info and I'll put it in the chat just so everybody can see.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read that like last week.
Yeah, what happened is it fell through. So that is what's going through. Like the gaming company, I'm not even sure which the GOD, Game of Asgard, whatever the company was. They needed like another, I don't know, like 250 grand or something like that to complete the game. And they was going through some negotiation, and they didn't like how the tactics was, and then it was like they only received 30% of equity from the game. So it just kept on, like they was going back and forth. But to be honestly, if you gotta shell out some more money to get the game going, shell out some more money. So I don't know. I'm not behind all of that, but that's what I heard.
It was a weird, it was like a weird read to me. Like it wasn't like 100% saying it wasn't going through, but it just didn't seem too promising. But yeah, that's what I kind of got from it. But I'll try and find that info and put it in the chat.
Yeah, pretty much. I almost feel like they're trying to shake people out of it.
Word.
You know, you think they're trying to do out of Thor?
Well, yeah, because like they how everything is set up is, I guess they was banking on the game. You know, they was like promising this game is coming out and it's going to rival all the games that's there, which I understand they want to make a mark for themselves. I don't know what else other financial stuff they're doing, but that game was very promising to them in, you know, what their plans were. So I don't know what else they got planned. But like, it sounds like it didn't fall through. It sounds like they might still be negotiating with it, but they just put it out there like, yo, look, they wanted another 250 grand and they weren't willing to send another 250 grand, which they already put $1 million into the game. So I don't know if you're still going to get any kind of, I guess their equity was 30% if they're going to continue to get a piece of that, but they didn't want to put in no more money in there. So that was pretty much what it is.
Yeah, it could be interesting how it plays out. I mean, I know games take time to develop, and it's only been, what, 6 months?
Or 6 months.
Less than that?
Yeah, that's true.
So who knows, you know, honestly. I mean, it does, what they were coming up with does look pretty cool. So, I mean, it could be a shakeout tactic as well. I mean, because like I said, too, there has to be a solid DeFi core, right? And these big blockchains wouldn't have put the stamp on these particular, node projects like Thor, Power, Strong, you know, and whatever other ones are out there. But like, just take a. Like,
keep going.
When people were when the prices were higher, you know, of these different tokens, just fast forward to when the market cap is, 50 trillion, 20 trillion, 5 trillion. Bro, we're gonna be, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be making cake. But you're not gonna get it unless you take the risk now when this is the downturn. This is where you set yourself up. You might be working right now, but in 3 months you could be right back chilling. So this is why I'm so bullish on Strong right now, or other like my power nodes. Well, I just keep breeding them things. I just keep breeding them and breeding them and breeding them. The nuclear nodes, I don't care. I'm trying to get to the max right now because all that price needs to do is go up. And it's gonna go up. People buying, they all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Buying all kind of stuff to prepare for the end times. Fuck that. I'm preparing for the digital age. You preparing for a shortage of this, that, third, yeah, we need to be prepared, but I need to get this crypto because this is where everything going. I'm talking about digital food and everything. Lego is with it. Digital food for the metaverse, but then that also transfers to the physical world. Come on, man.
Yeah, talking about the metaverse. The first time you talking about Rev token, I was like, man, I try to get some Rev token, man. And I think I'll say I was gonna put like 500 on it just to get a few. I probably would have got like 2,000. Man, I just picked up 21,000 Rev. I couldn't believe I was gonna get that much.
It's gonna be revving up some pockets. Trust that.
Man, listen, when I got it, I was like, wow, 21,000. I was the only thing I could get max out at 5,000. When I was watching the token, he was like, you got to get this. I'm like, oh, man, I can't get it right now. I get what I can. But right now, 21,000 more. I'm looking to add some more by the end of the week. That's it. Need for speed out here. Getting that ends, all that.
Yeah. It's about to be crazy, man. Animoca is not going to steer us wrong. Trust me. They're building for short term, mid term, long term. But like I said before, even when I spoke to Nick Gorton, it's going to be crazy. Cardano is going to be one of those big dogs. You're going to see Cardano at prices that we can't imagine. A lot of things are going to be just taking form and taking shape. Make sure you have some BitTorrent too. That's one that is very low in price. You can still get a lot for your little and then stake it.
No doubt. I'll look at that tonight.
I can do that too. Oh, but I'm just talking generally. I didn't mean that just specifically for you. What is that? Oh. Anybody else have anything they want to say? Or we good?
Yeah, I got one thing, man. I just want to thank you again, bro, because without you, we would have never purchased the what was that we got? Atlas. I bought a Volkswagen Atlas Crossport, fully loaded SCL premium joint, and that came from crypto. So I appreciate it, bro.
That's blessed.
It's gonna be a lot more than that.
I appreciate it.
And I'm waiting on that damn Cyber stuff, man. What's going on with that, Elon? Anybody else want to add to it, or we good? All right. Have a good day.
Peace, Brandon. Have a good one.
All right, brother.